So my particles are found in all three forms of my states of matter, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures, and we're going to see if we can identify exactly what particles belong to which state of matter, solid, liquid, or gas. And the improv that we just did should help you remember which particles go with which state of matter, right? So let's start with two pictures. I'm going to give you two options here. There's going to be an option A and an option B. And I want you to tell me what picture you think shows me the particles inside of a solid, right? So here's going to be option A, and here's option B. So we have particles inside of a solid. Which picture, A or B, do you think shows the particles that are inside of a solid? If you said picture A, you are correct. If you look at all of these particles, they are stuck so close together, there's barely any room for them to move, and that's how they stay completely frozen and hold their shape, right? You can even see the shape that an ice cube might be. There's very little space for them to move around, so they're stuck together really tight. So these are going to be our solid particles right here, okay? Which means we have two left, liquid and gas. So we got to make a choice with our last two pictures. This is going to be picture A. This is going to be picture B. What picture do you think shows the particles that live inside of a liquid? We already have solid down there. What do you think are the particles that are inside of a liquid? A or B? A or B? If you chose option B, you are correct, because I'm going to bring you back to what my solids look like right here and how close together they are. But if they get to move apart just a little bit, they look like our liquids here, right? Our liquids have a little bit of space to move, but not too much. They can move around slowly with all of their space. So liquids are going to go right here, which means, what do we have last? Gas is our last particle picture here. Look at how much space these particles have to move around. There's so much space to move that they can move quickly, they can go anywhere they want, so they spread out like smoke in the sky, like fog outside. Those are gas particles, right? So you have identified all three, solid, liquid, and gas. And to finish off our time together, we're going to create a really short poem. I like to call it a poem, even though it doesn't rhyme. It's short, so I call it a poem instead of a story. It's 4 lines, and today we're going to become a liquid. You can become a solid, you can become a gas. That can always be on your own time, but today together we're going to do a short poem. It has 4 lines. We're going to say the words together in the lines across, but we're also going to move our bodies with these words, right? So let's come back and let's get in a lights up position. We're standing nice and tall, our shoulders are back, our chin is up, and our first line is I am a raindrop. So everyone say that together. I am a raindrop. Now, as you are saying that word, I want to see in your body what you think a raindrop might look like. I'm going to pick my version, you can pick yours. So when I say my line, I am a raindrop, I'm going to make my body look like a raindrop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am a raindrop. Very nice. A raindrop. Awesome. So whatever your raindrop pose is, I want you to do that. We're going to move on to the second line that says, I burst from the clouds, because we're identifying what raindrops do, right? So one thing I thought of is they burst from the clouds. We've been getting a lot of rain lately, so this is something we know a lot about, that we see a lot of. So together we're going to say, I burst from the clouds, using your whole body to show me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I burst from the clouds. Very nice. Arms, legs. Don't forget about using that whole body. Awesome. We're moving on to the third line, and we're almost done. That's how short it is. Third line, I pitter patter on rooftops. I pitter patter on rooftops. We're going to do that line, and we're going to put some movement to it. I'm trying to think of what it looks like to pitter patter on my roof, and we're going to say this together. Here we go. I pitter patter on rooftops. One more time. I pitter-patter on rooftops. Good. Maybe you're making a quiet, quiet sound with your feet like you'd hear on the roof. Last line, we have to say what we are. I am liquid. We've practiced this, so show me with your body on the count of 3 and saying, I am liquid. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am liquid. Don't forget about the legs. Don't forget about the arms. Very nice. And we're going to come back to standing. My favorite part about putting this whole poem together is that we get to use our voices. We're no longer pantomiming, right? We get to use our voice, our body, and our face. So we're gonna do this whole thing one more time, and we're gonna create a voice that sounds like a liquid raindrop might sound, right? Not a solid, not a gas, but a liquid that maybe has some flow in it. So let's put all 4 of our lines together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I am a raindrop. I burst from the clouds. I pitter-patter on rooftops. I am liquid. Good, very nice. One more time. 1, 2, 3. I am a raindrop. I burst from the clouds. I pitter-patter on rooftops. I am a liquid. Very nice, good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Maybe a pat on the back for doing such a good job. The great thing is that you have 2 more states of matter that you could do this with. You have solid and you have gas. You can create your own short poem that's 4 lines long and says exactly what a solid is and what a solid might do with any object that you find. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to be able to do some art with you, even from the comfort of your own home. My name is Miss Shelley, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you, boys and girls.
Thank you, Shelley, and now we know what matters to you. So, on behalf of myself and everyone here down at the Fullerton School District Studios, this is Mark Sonny wishing everyone a great day, and thank you for watching FSD TV.